Welcome to the 8th in our series of short video reviews from the Road Transport Expo 2025 in Stoneleigh. Today's episode reports from the Bridgestone stand, where we were treated to in-depth explanations of Bridgestone's range of digital support tools for fleets. Our first discussion was with Data Analytics and Fleet Advisory Lead Thomas Greaney, who explained to us the benefits of Bridgestone's new fleet data analytics solution, which was being revealed at RTX for the very first time.
Fleet data analytics and the advisory service. It's actually where we now bring together the telematics advantages a lot of our customers are already experiencing with the data we are actually able to collect from the tires, bring these together, merging them to actually even have more benefit to the customers to deliver. And the combination of data and really making it understandable on the one hand side by visualizing it, but also explaining it to the customer on what it actually means and how to derive the best output out of it is the benefit of that, what we want to deliver to the customers. So in general, it is an advisory service. So we want to take our customer into that journey in learning from the data and what we actually see in the data. Because one of the things I always live with is, without data, it's not knowing, it's guessing. Yeah. And from a Bridgestone point of view, we are now looking into 4 main areas around sustainability, the safety, productivity, efficiency, which is also in line with our E8 commitment in Bridgestone. And we're trying to translate that to the customers to also get those benefits out of the data with that. And I'm just going to pick 2 of those things which we are actually trying to do and how to visualize and show that to the customers. And on the sustainability piece, one of the biggest things is, of course, the fuel consumption. Yeah? Reducing the fuel consumption, reducing the cost, but also saving CO2 and emissions and everything. And one of the things is here, just to have a few on this one, is we have a scoring with a maximum amount of points you can achieve. We also see, compared to the last month or to the last quarter or to the last year, how much you improved. We can check by different time zones on last month, last quarter, and so on. We can also divert between the different vehicle types so that we actually do not compare apples with peas, but really apples with apples, right? Then we have a ranking because from all our customers we have available, we also analyze the data in an anonymized way and put a benchmark to the industry. So we can actually show to this customer, hey, based on your performance, you rank number X out of so and so many fleets. And then we also see here the graphs. The gray bars here, for example, is the explicit customer. And then we have a light red bar, which is the average of that whole industry profile, which we have analyzed. And we also have the top 5% performers. Yeah, so what is really the top 5? And now, based on those 3 pillars, we can identify and say our customer is actually higher than the average. So, and of course, he's way higher, for example, as the top 5. But what we now do is we actually look at our customer's performance and compare him to the industry average. So we do not want to have him become a top performer immediately, right? It's only looking at the small piece up there, taking small steps to improve and really getting into a better performance, matching the industry average, and so on. And looking at this small piece here from this customer, it actually, and if he would improve that small piece, he would be able to save 41,000 liters of diesel in 1 month. So we're looking at a monthly aspect here. The 41,000 liters is an equal of 115 tons of CO2 saving, and it would result in approximately 61,000, in this case, euros, but we can also translate it into pounds because it's a European solution. Yeah, so we have lots of currencies available, metrics, and so on. So that is just one of those examples on where our customers, or where we want to help our customers to save and improve their performance, reduce the TCO, not just for them, but also for the environment, of course, right? And another one, just to look into another example on the productivity, on the tire breakdown. So this is now a pure tire KPI actually. We see here this fleet had a number of 8 breakdowns in the respective months. It is spread across 8 different vehicles, so we also see it's very wide. It's not a problem of one vehicle or one specific tire. It's spread apart. We also see here the reasons on why those vehicles had the breakdowns or why the tires actually failed. Based on the cause or the root cause of the breakdown, we can also assign and help the customers on what technical solution might actually help him to reduce or remove that impact so that he has less breakdowns. And what we actually also do is we show the customer the total amount of time the breakdown actually costs him. How much money that is in the end is up to him. Yeah, you have different labor costs, the vehicle costs. It also depends a little bit on the vehicle types, the make and models, and so on. So we can go way more into details with this analysis, but that is then very customer specific. What we're looking at here is always a holistic fleet view. And it is exciting because we've already visited many customers during the basically pre-phases, and we were able to show and demonstrate to customers that very often the data shows something different than their gut feeling actually thinks or says.
Thanks to Thomas for the in-depth explanation of Bridgestone's game-changing new technology. That concludes the latest edition of CTB's Video Insights from RTX 2025. We look forward to welcoming you back very soon for another episode, including more information from the Bridgestone stand.